If you're looking for an app as a black person and you want to connect with other black people, well, the Black Social app is here. It's an absolutely a great app on Android and Apple. And make sure y'all go and check it out, man. What is going on, everybody? I'm back here with another video. And I'm doing this because I don't want to do any editing. I just want to get right into it with LeBron. Clyde Frazier, NBA legend, had not so kind things to say about the king, LeBron James, okay? Now, I want y'all to take a look at this. I'm not going to play the sound, but LeBron is courtside and he's not sitting next to his teammates. I want y'all to look at what the Lakers, okay, basically gutted portion of their team for, paid a lot of money to get. This is what they paid for: mediocrity and selfishness. Okay? As you can see, LeBron's sitting at the edge of the, just sitting at the edge, just talking to people in the crowd, not even being near his teammates. Now, people are going to overlook that and say, well, he's on the bench. What are you saying? He's not with his team that's struggling. This team doesn't look like it's going to go very far, especially to get into the playoffs. But this is what they paid for. He doesn't respect Luke Walton, okay? He doesn't respect his teammates. And this has been something that has been going on throughout the season with LeBron. Now I'm going to go to the NY Post that has the comments from Clyde Frazier. All right. It says, it seems as if LeBron James doesn't really care. Those are the words from Walt Clyde Frazier, who called out the Lakers star for sitting on his own apart from the team during a timeout as the Los Angeles Lakers, it says Los Angeles, as the Los Angeles Lakers visited the Knicks at the Garden on Sunday. The Lakers, who entered the game 31-38 and will not be a part of the playoffs, have had a chaotic season in LeBron's first year with injuries. You can see it all on LeBron's face. A face that wasn't offering advice in the huddle or even in the huddle at all. Well, I will say LeBron wasn't offering advice because he doesn't respect Luke Walton. Unless Luke Walton is going to allow him to be the head coach, he's not going to offer any advice. This is LeBron James, and I really wish people would stop treating LeBron James as if he is immune to criticism. Look at all of these dudes, these males on TV who kiss LeBron James's ring. I mean, look at Fox Sports. Look at all those guys on Fox Sports who kisses LeBron James's ring. Okay, I mean, they do at ESPN as well. They give him a pass and they talk about all the things he does outside of basketball, but they never want to talk about the fact that Lakers are going to miss the playoffs because he is not all that they need. Now, he didn't have a lot of injuries when he was with the Cavaliers, but now that he's with the Lakers, I think a lot of the tread on the tires are starting to show. I'm not saying he doesn't have talent. The talent is still there, but it seems to me that maybe he played through injuries that we didn't really know about. But because he's with the Lakers and he's basically in semi-retirement, he got the big contract. He's good. He's doing things outside of basketball, which is fine. It's his decision to do things outside of basketball. But your team is struggling. Your team is struggling, LeBron. And you're a big part of it. You have to help those young players. They're going to be your teammates next year unless everybody gets traded except you. Okay? This type of behavior, when you're the face of the NBA, you should be more a part of your team, folks. Frazier said on the MSG telecast, no matter what is going on in the public, you got to be a part of the team. Maybe in the locker room you're not, but you have to exude that type of togetherness in public, folks. And right now, we see he doesn't really care. The 34-year-old who has questioned his teammates' primary motivations publicly multiple times in the past month still has been near impossible to stop when he's on the court. Through 3 quarters, James was 7 for 11 for 24 points with 5 assists. I think that maybe LeBron thought that they were going to be better than they were, but they aren't. LeBron, this team sucks right now. You were brought in to help this team do better, and they're not, because you don't respect your teammates. You don't respect the coach. A guy like Clyde Frazier is questioning you, questioning your leadership, questioning whether you care about the game of basketball. That says a lot, LeBron, because a lot of people in the media kiss your ring. They tell you what you want to hear. They give you a pass. It's very rare that you don't see LeBron get a pass in these particular situations. But the media has definitely given him a pass. I mean, he's not wrong. Laugh my ass off. He's talking to a teammate on the bench. No, he was, well, unless those teammates were in suits behind the bench, those guys aren't on the court. So how are they going to help the team if they are not on the court? This is what some of these guys don't understand. By the way, make sure you follow me on Twitter. How is the player, if he's talking to his teammates and they're sitting behind the bench not playing, how does that help the team? 10 feet away from the rest of the team. Hasn't that been his seat all season? That seat is literally designed for him, if not mistaken. All those seats are the same. Get your designated seat to be with the team if that's the case. Oh, let me see what this is here. See, yeah, that gift pretty much explains it. Let's see, is he wrong? He can't talk to a teammate on the bench. The point is, it's a bad look for a player of his stature. Everybody is looking at you. Look at all that space in between him and everyone else. Honestly, if LeBron is going to be like that, then they should just shut him down. He has a specific chair for his back that is always at the end. No, it's a timeout. Literally every player is up and involved talking to coaches or each other. He's at the end of the bench chopping it up with a guy who's not even playing. You're tripping if you don't see. That's kind of weird. No one is saying it's the end of the world. Tristan Dekud. I guess he's a football player for the Cowboys. You think LeBron worried about what you saying? LOL. He can do what he wants. He gave the game of basketball everything he has and more. Oh, really, Tristan Dekud? I guess you can say that when you're not one of his teammates or you are a Lakers fan. You know? Former players really hate current players. No, they hate the laziness from current players. They hate the complacency. They hate to see really good players team up with other good players because they can't win a championship on their own. They don't want to be the guy. I think that's what they hate. You can definitely see who's a casual in these comments. LeBron's done this all season, nothing new. And in Cleveland. I'm sick of all LeBron coverage. It's not his fault the media is on his nuts. Talk about some other players. Oh, man. Let's see. This man can't even talk to Tyson Chandler while taking a rest. Right? What the hell? I thought that was his teammate. The point is the rest of the active roster is huddled and listening to the coach while he isn't. That is the point. You're sitting at the end of the bench, okay, while all your teammates are standing up. LeBron is literally one of the only uniformed people on the bench. But the difference between you and others, LeBron, is that you are the face of the league. You're the face of the league. If Tom Brady was sitting far apart from his teammates and coaches while they're ready to go in and call a play, that's gonna look weird because they're like, wait a minute, why is he sitting all the way down on the bench by himself? Why is he not talking to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback's coach? Why is he just sitting all the way down there and not huddling up with his wide receivers? Well, the media has been making LeBron coach GM the whole season. Now they want him to only be a player. They point him out because he's the self-proclaimed leader and king. And well, leaders should be in the thick of it with his teammates. Maybe that's just my opinion, but that's just me. Bruh, nobody with a jersey on is huddled. Everyone they're referring to not even playing in the game. I understand him being the leader, etc., but it's literally not that deep as they're making it. You know, you got some people who agree with what LeBron is doing, and you got some people that are disagreeing with what LeBron is doing. That a guy who is the leader of the team is doing this on the bench. He's talking to Tyson Chandler. He's giving a look of whatever. Did y'all see that look? LeBron gave a look of whatever. Let me go back to it. He gave basically, I didn't play that, but he gave basically look at that look on his face. It doesn't like the look of a face of a guy who gives a damn, but you still gonna have people who are still going to make excuses for LeBron because he's LeBron. If you're looking for an app as a black person and you want to connect with other black people, well, the Black Social app is here. It's an absolutely a great app on Android and Apple, and make sure y'all go and check it out, man.